Hey guys, welcome back to Campaign of France, episode 40. It's now June, and as we said in the last episode, we will be harvesting our barley. That'll be the core activity for this episode. I have just been whacking out the cows and topping up the hay, silage and straw in the barn to make the TMR. And now I'm going to get on and harvest the barley. We'll use our new baler, obviously, and the new class for baling up the straw. We're running low on straw as it happens. I think I've got 4 bales left. But this year we're doing barley and oats, so we should be in a position to have a lot of straw at the end of the summer, and that will give us plenty going forward, I hope. A surplus stock. The only challenge is the cows are still growing. They've taken a long time. We didn't put a lot in, and it takes a lot of time for them to breed and go through their gestation cycles. So even though we're going to have more and more straw, actually they'll use more and more of it. Right, that is one headland. This awkwardly shaped field with all the trees, I normally do 2 headlands. Once we have gathered up the straw, we'll then do the mulching. I've looked, I will show you. There is only baling contracts still, so maybe later some other harvest contracts will pop up. But for now, we're going to focus on our barley. The barley we'll be using for the chickens. If you remember, we won't be using this for flour. Again, our chickens are slowly increasing up to 2,000, so they go through quite a lot of the feed which I've been buying so far. So as soon as I've collected this, I'm going to take the trailer straight to the chicken barn and try and fill up there, because I think it has a very large capacity which I've never got anywhere near close filling up. So for sure, when I take my first trailer of barley, you guys will be on that journey. We can estimate what the capacity is at that point. These trees. It looks really nice, this map, but sometimes it's blooming awkward. And you kind of don't mind so much if it's just you, but when you're trying to make it so other people can watch, it's a bit of a pain. So I'm going to get on with that. I'll come back to you guys in a little while. Right guys, here we are, we're back, and we are filling up with barley in the trailer, and then we're going to be going off to the chicken barn. Like I said, we'll be back to do that. Pardon me. I can't even remember the capacity of this trailer. I didn't think it was 11,300. There you go. So let's make our trip and watch me try and back up into the barn to the side. I'm going to make a dog's dinner of it, so it should be entertaining for everybody. And then we can work out how much full the thing is, whether it's 25, 50%, and then go backwards from there on how much we'll fill it up. Right. For sure this trailer won't fill up the chicken barn. Right. It's probably going to help if I move that front loader, isn't it? Right. Let's put it right out of the way. Okay. Now we should be able to do this. I managed to do the water into the greenhouses, so yes, there we go. Let's come in, let's have a watch. Is it going to hit the roof and do some juttering? No, just the right size. And we're nearly empty. Right, so let's see how full the chicken barn is now. Yeah, look, wow. That's probably not even 25%, is it? So all of my barley is going to go into there, and I still won't fill it up. I've got 6,000 eggs, so we're going to have to sell those. We're fine with the sheep barn. Excuse me, sorry. It looks like I need to empty the milk at the slurry. Right, so I'm going to get back to the barley. The combine probably needs emptying again. I'll come back to you guys in a little while. Hey guys, welcome back. We're just finishing off the last field, field 6. I always do this one last. I don't know why. I have an order. It's funny when you go in a shop. I go left to right, and so do most people. I think this is a statistic. About 80 to 90% of the people always go in the shop, turn left, and then go that way. However, on here, for some bizarre reason, and actually you'll watch me, I nearly always go start on the left on the fields, although that's in part because the auger's on the left of the harvester. But on here, for some reason, I always start with field 1 and I work my way round right to left. Just something I just realised. Odd, I know. So we're just finishing here. I did take a second trailer to the chicken barn, and we're about to empty this and take the rest. So we are not going to fill up the chicken barn, that's for sure. We might get 60% full, maybe. We'll have to see when we get there. Right. Let's take the auger out, put this over here out of the way. Right, fantastic. Let's just drive down the middle of these fields. So what's that, 8,000 litres? That's nearly 3 whole trailers, because the capacity was 11,300. So what's that, 22,600 plus 8, so that's 30,920 litres of barley. So hopefully that'll last us a whole year. We'll have to see. I've also just been thinking it's going to be interesting to see how that baler deals with the straw, because I don't want it to be doing 25,000 litre straw bales, because I don't think I'll get 2 bales of straw across all of my fields. Or if I do, I'm not, I'm going to be halfway through a bale. I'll end up with 2.5 bales or something crazy. And that 12,500 litres is something I could do with. So we'll have to see how that plays out. So that is all of the barley in there. Let's go to the menu for animals. Okay, so we are 65-70% full, maybe. Actually, if let's say the capacity is 50,000, that's a round number, and I've got 30 out of 50, so that is 66% full, isn't it? Right. We need to take this back to the barn because we need the bale trailer, and at some point we also need to take milk to be sold, and we need to empty some slurry. So maybe we could do that now while we're on the go. So let's drive through here, park the trailer where we normally put it, because we will want it next month when we do the oats. Where's the milk? There we are. Right. Let's back up. Fill up with milk here. There's only there's only 16,000 litres or something crazy in here. Yeah, so now we can go and top up with cow's milk, which I know we wouldn't do in real life. You wouldn't mix the milks, but gamification. Right. Okay. Let's go and sell this at the self-marketing hut. We'll cut across this meadow. We don't seem to be getting a lot of lettuce, I have to say, out of those greenhouses. It's awfully slow. Right. Fantastic. The flour this time I don't intend to put into the bakery. I think we're going to sell it this time. Let's have a look. I think we've got 19,000 litres of flour. I'm going to let that run out, I think, before I top it up. So this season with the oats, the flour there, we are going to sell. And I've got loads of milk in the dairy and the bakery, which is why we're going to keep selling all the milk we produce now as well for quite a while. Right, this will be the last trailer I try selling. We'll wait a month for it to fill up, I think. Where are we now? Milk, yeah, oh yeah. There's only 2,000 litres left, so yes, that is all we are going to sell. I've been watching Farmer Klein and it might not have been Farmer Klein actually. I also watched DJ's requests for the new game, which a lot of the YouTubers are coming up with. Oh, what am I doing? This is milk. And he mentioned about more liquids and more vehicles, more trailers to carry the liquid. Because actually you really don't get a lot of choice in the base game. But, this TARDIS collection, it's fantastic. I know. It's, they're not expensive. You can do whatever modifications you want on them. I do think there is a part of the game which is, the colour palette is very bland, right? And some of the options are very limited. It could do with some improvement. You know, they could take this Joskin trailer or a trailer and give it a whole load of colour options, like we get from modders. You know, why do we have to wait for a modder to get a base game trailer with loads of colours? You should be able to get that from Giants, I think. I mean, maybe they're trying to stay true to the people who are producing it, and then they just let the modders be silly, right? But that's what the gamers want. They want a little bit more customization available. Right, so slurry, that was the one other thing. Next week the farm production DLC comes out. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel like a DLC to me. It feels like a modder has got, 10 sheds. Granted, one of them is quite cool, 2 of them might be quite cool. Then they've come up with a couple of new gadgets, albeit they're real. The Laylee thing is real, but other modders are doing that as well. They're taking real stuff, partnering with the production, the people who make them, and then putting them on Mod Hub. This just feels like one modder has done a mod pack just like somebody else, and then said, right, actually we're now going to charge you for it. And for the first time I actually feel uncomfortable about paying for what we're loosely calling a DLC. And to prove the point, they've had to rename another modder's mod pack of productions, by the way, so that they could issue this as a DLC with the same name. This does feel like the start of a slippery slope, whereby you're going to have modders saying, right, going forward you've got to pay for my mods. This iteration of the game, we've started seeing a lot of map modders having required mods, and they're getting worse. So the more the community says they don't like it, the more modders are creating maps with required mods. And it's not what gamers want. Yeah, they want the creativity, but they don't want to have to load. I think the last one I saw was about 28 required mods on a mod map. It's like, really? That's crazy. Right, let's park this up and then we can start baling. So I know I've gone on a bit of a rant. I rarely do it. In fact, I've said to DJ and Clutch in comments and before, you complain too much about paying $5 for a DLC, but when it's a legitimate DLC, that's fine. But when it's a modder who's basically trying to get paid for their mod. Right, let's turn this on, turn on the baler. I feel uncomfortable, so I'm going to be looking at some other YouTubers who've got early release to decide if I get it. I want to get it so that it gives you more content, but at the same time I just feel uncomfortable with how Dutch Modding have gone about this. Is it Dutch Modding? Dutch Modding Inc. or something, and they've given themselves a new name, but so comments on whether I should or shouldn't get it would be good. Do you agree, disagree? That's also going to be good. Right, I've noticed I've set this on the small bale setting, by the way. If you change bale size is 125 centimetres, we're not getting 25,000 litre bales. We're getting 11,000 litres, so maybe it only does a crazy if you put it on medium. Next time I do the grass I'll have to try. Right, okay, I'm going to get on with baling. I'll come back to you guys in a little while. Right guys, here we are. We're just finishing off baling in field 6. Just bear with me 1 second while I back up. Because of the width on this baler and the narrowness of our harvester, I'm able to do 2 rows at once if I carefully go down the middle like so. And I've only got 77% of that last bale. Never mind. I did start off with grass, so I haven't lost out on the straw bale front. Lift, pick up, turn off baler, fold the baler, so we can go and park this in its normal spot next to the cow barn. And then we can collect our bales. Ah, there we are. I did do the bale counter. 11 bales we have got, which is frustrating because guess what? We only get 10 on the bale trailer. So I'm going to have to collect a whole trailer and then go back for 1 bale. What I might do is just do 2 part full trailers. Right, so there's 2 on here. Let's go and get those. And oh, there's one there. One there. There we go. Is there really 11 bales? Have I oh yeah, there's 2 there and then there's 1 on field. Is it field 4? Yeah, field 4. Right, so let's drop these off transporting, and as you can see I've only got 4 straw bales left. Unload bales. We'll get some more straw next month when we do the oats, and thankfully it didn't do the 25,000 litre bales, so we need to remember to test that. Stop unloading, operating precision. We need to remember to test that when we do our grass. Where's the other bale? It's down here, isn't it? There we are. Or we could test it when we do the oats, actually. No, I don't like the idea of doing that. We'll test it when we do the grass. Right. Transporting position, and right, unload bales. Unloaded the bales. Right, let's put this trailer away, and you can see I've brought the mulcher over from the other shed across the road. Right. Okay. Unfold the roller. And now I'm going to crack on and mulch all the fields. With all of their awkward shapes and the trees getting in the way. Right, so I'm going to get on with this. I'll come back to you guys in a little while when I'm on better fields for watching. Right, welcome back guys. We are just finishing off the mulching on field 6. Just before we came back, I did look to see if any of these fields needed ploughing, because I wanted to think about our plan for the next few episodes. You know, in July we'll be doing the oats, but then we have to wait for the soybeans, so I didn't know if we would need to do the ploughing in between. As it happens, there's no ploughing to be done on these fields, so we still need to think about what we're going to do in the next episodes after July. But for now, that is the mulching done. I think potentially in July, look, the grass may be ready for us to cut again for silage. Maybe we'll do that in August, just to, like I said, to spread out the episodes to work. But I'll have to see how it plays out. But for now, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you next time. Bye bye for now.